Must have fast connection over here, Comet. Alrighty, hey guys, this is Comet. Oh, Comet is a Coton de Tuliar. They come from Madagascar. And the theory is, the myth or the legend is that they were shipwrecked Bijans that eventually turned into the Coton de Tuliars that we know today. And I just finished washing and drying him, and now I'm gonna just comb him out real quick so we can go ahead and do the haircut. And because it's summertime now, it's June. What is the date today? I don't even know. All the days are mushed together for me now. I don't even know what date it is. What is the date today? It is June 14th. Wow. So we're in the middle of June. It's summertime. It's hot. And so what we're gonna do is give him a nice summer cut. Look at this. Wow, his ear was brown and give him a nice ear cleaning. So now his ear is all nice and clean. We got the dead brown hair out of there. And Comet here, he used to growl at me. Oh my goodness, he was a little rascal. And his mom, she was like, he's a talker, and even when she brushes him, he would talk to her. He's come a long way. He's older now, I guess. Maybe he's just mature, but I kind of miss that. Oh, I miss the little rascal. Now he's and soft his coat is now. Oh my goodness, like a soft rabbit. Oh my goodness, like soft, silky rabbit fur. Okay, and he's still not the most cooperative. He'll still kind of turn and lean into things, but oh man, he's behaving so much. Look at him, just a little angel now. No more growling, no more talking. You know. There we go. Every once in a while, the feet area, he'll let a little, let me know that that's uncomfortable. But other than that, oh my goodness, he's so soft. Okay, and this comb is going through nice and easy now. So that's the important part. I want to make sure the comb goes through so that it doesn't get caught. The attachment guards, the comb guards on the clippers don't get caught in these little snags in the coat. That way I get a really nice, soft finish. Hey, what's up, Sue? So we're gonna do really short on him. See how long he is? He's pretty grown out, I'd say he has maybe like an inch and a half, maybe 2 inches of hair on him. So he's, especially during the summertime, they seem to grow out faster. So now that I just washed and dried him, and his feet too. Oh man, see the brown on his feet? He was chewing on his feet. And here, I actually had to pluck some of that dead hair out because here in between his toes, it was like nasty brown crusted stuff. So while he was wet after the bath, I sprayed some of this Soothe on there, some of the Chlorohex, and dried it on there. And also by cleaning and clearing that foot off, so now the pores are clean, all that dead, nasty hair that was bundled up in there, all of that is cleared out. And so now that foot is nice and clean and soft, has a nice environment to heal itself. So hopefully that's what it will do. Now that we've given it a good environment to do so, it'll heal itself. Because we have to remember that their skin is a living organ and it's constantly working to heal itself. And as long as we help out by giving it a clean environment, nice and clean and conditioned well, by restoring the oils back in there, protecting it, as long as we give it the right conditions, the best conditions to function, a good environment, right? Then the skin will heal itself of most conditions. But obviously, if there's an infection or something going on, you're probably gonna have to get antibiotics from your vet. So I'm not saying that, a groom is gonna solve everything, but it will help, especially by cleaning that area nice. It'll help your dog's skin to at least, fight it off a little better because it has a cleaner environment to function. Alrighty, so now that he's all combed out, his entire body, I just went through his entire body with the Greyhound comb. And I actually went through with the fine side too. There we go. Oh man, he's just so nice and fluffy. Oh my goodness, he feels so nice. Okay, anyways, and that's all I got. I went through his entire body. Any questions? Nope, just Sue. What's up, Sue? Thank you for saying hi. Thank you for saying something. All right. Kind of like having a quiet audience, you know? You see people are watching and knowing it's like, oh shoot, they're just judging me. They're just sitting there judging me. So, sorry. I just had a bunch of water. Anyways, oh, and some bananas. I brought 2 bananas with me. So this out. My brother drinks these Slim Fast, right? And I stole one. I saw it. I was like, oh my God, that's a good idea. Because it has 20 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar. I was like, I'm going to steal it. And I don't know why. It tastes so much better when it's stolen. Anyways, so, oh, what's up? Patty's here. My favorite girl. Buffy, what's up, Buffy? Nutzer, what's up, Nutzer? Isn't he cute? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have a 30 blade. Hey, what's up, Helen Daniels? Wow, Helen. So Helen, you saw the Bijans, right? Doesn't he look like a Bijan? But he's actually Coton de Tuliar from Madagascar. When I groom his brother later, if I get to stream, you'll see his brother looks a little different. The hair type is a little different. More straight. His is more woolly. But it's interesting. Even though they're brothers, they have different hair types. Even though they're the same breed, you'll see the texture's different. Sonia, what's up, Sonia? S. Calder, no judging at all. Quiet admiration. Oh wow, quiet admiration. Uh-huh. Nice. I even trimmed my eyebrows because I saw that they were getting. Anyways, um, tastes better stolen. Yeah, right. Okay. I was just kidding about that. Anyways, alrighty. So I have a 2 comb, which is 3/8 of an inch or 10 millimeters. 3/8 of an inch. And the thing is, I used to tell people that this is about a 1/4 inch. It's not. It's not a 1/4 inch. It's 3/8 of an inch. So anyways, what we're going to do now is I'm just going to kind of comb the hair up. Oh, shoot, you can't see. Okay, let me show you here. There we go. There we go. Make sure I get my belly, my big belly in that frame. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, that's nice and sexy. You know what I'm saying? If you're into dad bods. Okay. Anyways, that's a different stream. That's a different channel. Let's see here. Helen says they do look like Bijans, but so cute. Yeah, right. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit different pattern on him because we're gonna give him a short puppy cut, and he's not really a Bijan, so we're not gonna give him Bijan hair. Anyways, you'll see. And this is really short. I wouldn't really use a 2 comb on a Bijan unless they were really fat, you know. Anyways, so I comb this side up. So this is the side I combed up, got the hair to stand. See that? Comb it up, and then we're gonna go down. Same angles that I showed you on the Bijans as well. Oh. Okay. Alrighty. I didn't get enough rest last night, so my Jedi mind, my Jedi powers weren't enough to turn the clippers on. I need the assistance of electricity, modern day power, you know what I'm saying? But usually, if I was well rested, you know, it would have just came on without being plugged in anyways, because I'm a Jedi, and that's okay. Sometimes, you know, I work 7 days a week. Anyways, I don't need to explain. Okay, so we're just gonna go straight down. Like that, right? There we go. Which, it was puzzling to me. I knew it was unplugged. I didn't care, you know what I'm saying? I didn't care it was unplugged. I knew. And it was supposed to turn on anyways because that's just the power that I possess inside. So that's why I kept trying, you know, knowing that it was unplugged. But maybe it's because you know, I got the camera on, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the double slit experiment. Now that people are observing it, it's not working, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like when I switch the 3-pointer, you know, I just fall towards the basket, it just goes in. But when I try to show somebody, it doesn't happen. So kind of like that, I think. If I wasn't streaming this, it definitely would have came on. So, just so everybody knows. Okay. Not that I have to explain myself to anybody, you know what I'm saying? Alright. I think my client might be watching this, so I probably stop talking. Okay, there we go. So if I don't talk, there's no risk of saying anything really stupid, you know? If I just don't talk, and I won't say anything that might get me fired, right? Or canceled. So, but then I won't be able to explain what I'm doing, and everybody wants to know what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I gotta keep talking. So I'm gonna go down here. See, I combed it up once more just to go down and get that nice smooth finish so it all looks nice and even, right? And then I am gonna go back through with scissors, and I gotta remind myself that I am gonna go back through with scissors. So after I get it pretty much, you know, all the same length, then I can just move on because I am gonna straighten it out with scissors anyways, you know, smooth everything out. So I have to tell myself, just, you know, sometimes I just have conversations with myself, and I ask myself like, hey, what do you? And I'm like, well, what do you think I'm doing? I'm trying to get the hair nice and smooth, you know, because I'm a professional. And then I'll tell myself like, but aren't you going to use scissors to do that? And then I answer myself like, you know, how about you mind your business? You know what I'm saying? How about you live your life the way you want, and you let me live my life the way I want? And then remind myself like, I'm talking to myself. So then, you know, I answer like, yeah, I'm going to go through with scissors, you know? Don't be ridiculous. That's the only way to get a smooth finish, you know? What are you, a moron? You know what I'm saying? And so then I tell myself, don't call me a freaking moron, you Nimrod. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to help you out and not waste so much time. So are you going to go back through with scissors to smooth everything out when you're done with the clippers? And then I'll say, of course I am. You know? Why are you wasting my time asking me such ridiculous questions? And then I'll say like, well then stop clipping so much. You know? Just get the length, you just get the shape set in, and put the clippers down so you can move along with the haircut fast. And you're gonna use scissors anyways, you know? So that's the kind of conversation that happens. But you know, I don't know, explaining it like that makes it sound longer than it actually is. It usually happens within like a couple seconds. Anyways, that entire conversation, boom, happens like that. So, because I'm a Jedi. And then I'm gonna go through like this. So here, like the Bijan, I would leave all of that and scissor it in. With him, because I'm doing a really short summer cut, I'm gonna go through and kind of do this as well, just blend it in. There we go, right at the shoulder blades here. And just nice and short. And that way we still have a little bit here that we're gonna use to blend in, so it still doesn't look like a big Q-tip that just comes out of a skinny stick, you know, a big ball out of nowhere. It still blends, because I'm blending it from here, from the shoulder back. So, and sometimes when you see little areas that stick out, yeah, I'm tempted to push down a little harder, and actually that's not correct. See, I'm actually skimming lighter, and it actually gives me that closer cut. Because when you push down onto the skin, it kind of distorts the hair. See that? It kind of distorts and puts pressure. It makes kind of waves in the skin, especially because he's overweight. Like, no judgment. Like me, I'm overweight too. So that's why I know it's experience. But anyways, when you go down like that, instead of pushing down into it, if you just skim, you get a really nice closer cut. There you go. So now this side is done. See that? I went down here, in. That way it's really short right there, right? And that way has the nice angles already compared to this side. See that? Where we clip. Alrighty. Oh, sorry. So, let me show you here. So this side has been clipped. Hold on. Cooperate with me, buddy. See that? So this side has been clipped. So you can see the nice angles right? And this side has not. So this side seems more fluffy. See that? Alrighty. And then on the back here, you could even tell, especially, see how it looks nice? And there's a nice curve right there. And on this side, it's lacking that. See that? So we're shaping, we're sculpting that dog, you know. Alrighty. Any questions? Wow, lots of questions. Okay. Helen said, "Oh, I already read that." Sue, works better plugged in. Yeah, it does. It does. You know, when I'm well rested though, Sue, like I explained, I would have had no problems. Um, Buffy says, question: if you could even demo Ason, me too. What do you use when hold blade snaps back down? Amy said flathead screwdriver, but it's too fat for. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know. And I know what you're talking about. I have that problem with this. It kind of snapped off, and now I can't get that thing to go back in. And been trying, so I'm just gonna buy a new one. I guess that's my answer. Just buy a new one. That's what I'm gonna do. Sue says, Buffy, I have used a kitchen fork. Okay, all right, thanks. Man, it's such a pain. I've been using a nail file. Yeah, Buffy, I'm just gonna buy a new. Um, let's see, Sonia, June, the Jedi groomer. Don't make me laser. Nice. Your laser's no match for my lightsaber, baby. Um, why did I say baby? It was cool until I said baby. It turns a little inappropriate, didn't it? This is so helpful explaining your thought process, clipper pressure. Nice. Awesome, Shiro. What holds the ball? What holds the ball that snaps back down on the comb? What holds the ball? I have no experience with ball anything. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. If you see this hair, you see all of this hair, you see everything, I'm never gonna go bald. Blade. Oh, okay. What's the whole? Oh, okay. I know what you mean. You mean this part here, right? When it snaps down, here's what I do. First of all, I yell at the dog because, then I rebuke them. You know what I'm saying? Ridicule them, first of all. After I've done that, right? After I've ridiculed the dog, call them some names, some name calling is involved as well. Then I grab my greyhound comb here, in there like that, right? And I just kind of pry it in there. Oh, is this one not gonna work? This one's not gonna work. Okay, that one's not gonna work. So then here's what I do next. If that one doesn't work, then I kind of get something that's gonna go in there, like this dematting brake here, and then you just kind of get it to slide in under there, right? And then boom. So you could use a screwdriver, even a flathead, a really skinny one, or like a kitchen knife or something, just anything that's gonna get down in there and then pull it up. It didn't work for me either. Oh yeah, we're using the comb. Sometimes the comb, the tooth is a little too thick, to get in there. So, even though it looks small, it's thicker than you'd think. And I'm not gonna go there today because my client's watching. So I'm gonna keep it very appropriate today. All right, y'all not gonna get me in trouble today. Shoot, what a setup, set me up. I was about to say something very inappropriate. Kitchen knife, that will work. Yes. All right, so now, same thing. I'm gonna comb this side up, right? There you go, buddy. All right, buddy. Good job, Comet. He must be feeling so good. Oh my God. Getting all those layers of dead hair off, It's probably like removing layers of clothes, Okay, Helen, we know exactly what you're. But I didn't say it, Helen. I didn't say anything. I'm getting better. Okay. Okay, there we go. Going down here into the chest, making that kind of V shape, right? 45-degree angle this way. Going right down into the chest, right? But then when you hit the shoulder blade here, right? So you go down this way towards the front of the chest, but then from here you want to go back, right? So you want to go back from here once you hit that shoulder. And then just keep that same angle, that 45-degree angle. There you go. See that? And this is why all that combing is so important, that prep work, you know. Had I not gotten everything combed out beforehand and got that worked out, then the clippers would be catching. It would be catching on snags in the coat and everything. You know, I wouldn't be getting this nice smooth cut, you know, with the clippers just sliding through the coat like butter. You know, I wouldn't get these results. So that's the importance of effort beforehand. And just, you know, working that comb through that coat, getting all that dead excess hair out of there, you know, getting all the snags out, little tangles and pin mats, getting all that worked out. That way when you're doing the haircut, you're not running into all those issues and you're just able to do a nice smooth haircut, you know. There we go. Almost like, you know, this is the time where you whistle while you work. Because this is the art time, right? It's like when you're sculpting the dog, shaping it, you know. There we go. So that's, I kind of feel excited every day because I feel like, wow, you know, this is my art project for today, you know? Every day I get to work on a different art project. There we go. And it's cool because even though they are pretty kind of the same dogs sometimes, even if they are the same breeds, because I'm going to do a Coton, his brother, that has a completely different hair type. And so even though they are getting kind of the same haircut, and they're kind of the same breed, every dog is different. So even though you're kind of doing the same thing on each dog, it looks different on each dog. You have to make small changes on each dog just depending on their body type and body shape. And also what the client wants as well. So for me, this is, you know, so much fun. Okay. And working with the dog as well, you know, kind of figuring out their tendencies. There we go. Because I really want them to feel like, you know, they're working with me on this, you know. I don't want them to feel like I'm just doing this to them against their will. There we go. And especially when I feel like they feel better afterwards, they kind of understand why it's important for them to get this done, you know? It makes sense to them. It's like, oh, okay, it's because I do feel better afterwards. Alright, so I like to get right there under the chest nice and tight. So if you see, right there, under the armpits, it's nice and tight. See that? Nice and tight. And I get that by going reverse in there. See that? So it's nice and clear. So now that we got the body clipped, I'm going to go and do the legs. And because I did the body with a 2/3 of an inch or 10 millimeters, the legs I'm going to go with this, the O-comb. So this is 5/8 of an inch or 16 millimeters, so 6 millimeters longer for the legs. Make the legs look really skinny compared to the body, and that way he's going to look like he's kind of got chicken legs. It'll look like he doesn't have sturdy legs to stand on. Let's see. I also have a tiny screw, like for glasses, that works awesome. Oh, nice, nice. Perfect, Sue. Buffy says, I'm trying to work myself up to working on my puppy, all combed out, but not looking forward to the clipping. She still not used to any of it. Stressful. The thing is, if you're stressed out, your dog's gonna be stressed out. So even though your dog is stressed out, if you can be calm about it, you can usually calm your dog down because your dog's looking to you for leadership. That's why you have to be calm. One trainer told me that dogs, their ears are so sensitive, they can hear your heartbeat. So if your heartbeat is you know, he's like, it's like living with the neighbor next door that's just banging drums. You can't relax. But he was like, if we calm, you know, to a calm center, you know, center ourselves and our heartbeat comes down, then he's saying our heartbeat is more calming. Boom, 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 boom. And it helps the dog calm down because they can, you know, we're giving them the beat. We're setting the beat like the drummer. You know, we're setting the beat with our own heartbeat, you know, and we have to be calm and the dog can feel calm. So if we're stressed, or we're nervous, they're gonna feel nervous. Okay, Sue, you can do it, Buffy. Exactly. Um, Buffy, I do, Sue. I made it a lot of mistakes. Uh-huh. Sorry, I just gonna skim through because I gotta get this done. But anyways, so on the legs, and I've noticed the legs. Um, Once I comb him after I get him dried, I usually don't find that I have to comb him much when I'm about to clip the legs, because the legs I'm gonna go reverse anyways, especially here in the front. Go reverse because when I go reverse against the grain, it's gonna give me a shorter cut. So the front of the legs is gonna be opposite. So like that, and I'll explain why in just a moment. There we go. That's why I love working with dogs, because they're so honest. I remember Caesar once said, if you ever have a hard time figuring out how you're feeling, just look at your dogs. They'll reflect how you're feeling. And he's saying sometimes it's not easy to look in the mirror. I was like, oh, Caesar, you're hitting me, Hit me with some truth, Caesar, with some inconvenient truth. But yeah, that's when I realized, like, wow, when dogs are acting up and I'm having a bad day, maybe it's not the dogs, maybe it's me, maybe it's because I'm having a bad day, I'm exacerbating it, I'm making it even worse because the dogs are feeling it. Because dogs don't rationalize, they're not be like, oh, you had an argument with your wife, why you're not feeling so happy right now, why you're feeling down. Oh, you're fighting about the bills because you can't pay some bill and you're broke. And your wife's asking you what you're doing with your life. Oh, I understand. No, dogs, they're just like, oh, he's stressed out. Now that makes me stressed out. They're just like, he's scared, I'm scared. That's why it made a lot of sense to me when Cesar Millan explained that when you approach a dog and you don't trust the dog doesn't trust you either. Because the dog thinks to himself, well, if you don't trust me, I have no reason to trust you, It made a lot of sense to me. So with the dogs, I always give them like 100% trust. And I always try to make sure that I'm in a good headspace. Sometimes I listen to motivational stuff. Sometimes I listen to podcasts. Sometimes I listen to music. Sometimes I listen to stand-up comedians. I'll turn on like an hour special and just, laugh. So, it's just whatever. I think the tool doesn't really matter. It's just whatever can get you there to where you're not stressed or worried or anxious. And if you are feeling those things, then like John Kabat-Zinn says, if you're going to feel it anyways, might as well really feel it, Might as well just let the dog down, give the dog a break, and you sit down and, observe it. Lean into it. Don't try to resist it or ignore it or fight it or even tell yourself that it's bad, that experiencing anxiety is not a good thing or you're not supposed to, Take all judgment out and just observe. Non-judgmental observation. And just be fully present and aware. And the anxiety goes away. It's really interesting. It's like riding the wave, But for me, I think dogs really helped build my character, because I didn't even realize that I had flaws in my until the dogs showed me I did. And then it's like, wow, some days I would go home and just feel like, wow, I'm such a terrible person, like I got frustrated with this dog, I lost my temper, it's like, I didn't know that was in me, I thought I was a good guy, I guess, everybody can lose their temper, but it's just, realizing that, wow, maybe I'm not the saint that I thought I was, maybe I'm not so self-righteous. Well, maybe just realizing that, wow, I'm self-righteous, I'm not such a good guy that I thought I was. And that's why I appreciate dogs. They're like that honest friend that gives you that gut check, Okay. Buffy, I act calm, but when you hurt your dogs, it's hard to not be scared. Yeah, exactly. And the dogs can feel it. You know, you can't act. Buffy, you can do it. Perhaps take it slower. Exactly. Tell yourself, I don't have to get it done today. It's your dog. She's there with you every day. You can work a little bit at a time. I've been kind of depressed, and all my dogs are piled in my lap. They must sense it. Uh-huh, yeah, they do. Alrighty. I do take it slow. Just learn, okay. Nice. Thank you, Shiro, for being encouraging to her. Sonia says, I feel you, Buffy. Depression is no fun. If I didn't have a dog, I probably wouldn't even go out on some. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. Yesterday, I was kind of streaming on my Instagram live, and I was like saying, like, if it wasn't for my dogs, I'm not sure if I would ever go out, you know? And I really have to thank them. Anyways, so I did the legs with the O comb, right? So the reason why I did the front shorter than the back is when he stands now, because they're kind of a long dog anyway, so we don't want to make them look longer. So by doing the front leg shorter, this it brings his front end in, and then this back, by doing the back shorter and the front longer, now it brings the back in, right? It brings them this way because the back is shorter and this is longer. Brings them this way. Here, the front is shorter, the back is longer, so it brings them in this way. So when we bring them both in like that, it makes them look not as long, right? And it helps bring the front to the center. So that's what we're trying to do. Now, with his head, I'm gonna go a little longer than his legs because I still want a nice round fluffy head. If I do the same length as a leg, it might look a little bit too short. So I'm gonna go with the A comb with this one size up. Now we're going to the letters. So we used a 2 comb on the body, a 0 comb on the legs, and now we're in the letters. We're doing an A comb on the head. And I'll show you how I do a round puppy head. A round teddy bear head, kind of. This is the easy way. This is a shortcut. I feel you. Okay, I read that, Sonia. Now, I don't always recommend doing the easy way. You know, it is good to, you know, get your scissors out, get those practice hours in, right? So you have that scissor skills, and you can whittle down that head if you want to by hand. But here's a little shortcut. This is especially handy if you're running low on time. You get an A comb, right? And so the A comb is what? About 3 sizes longer than the body. So this is 3 sizes longer than the body. Because this is 2 sizes up. So 2 comb, O comb, A comb, right? So there is a 1 comb. You say easy way, I need advice. Okay, perfect. Here's the easy way. So we're gonna go reverse. From here, where I'm gonna blend it with the scissors, instead of using the scissors and blending all that in the back of the head, I'm just gonna go this and go reverse. Let me see if I can bring this a little closer so you can get a better angle of what I'm gonna do. Because this is masterclass level stuff. This is shortcut stuff. Okay, so let's see if we can bring his head down a little bit. Okay. See that? Just gives you a nice length. And it's safe because it's 3 lengths longer, 3 sizes longer than the body. So even though you're going against the grain, it's going to give you a shorter cut. The comb guard is long enough to where it's safe. See that? And now you got a nice blended short head on top, right? Look at that. Just by going reverse, straight forward, right? Then, when you went forward, you just go back now and comb it back, right? Just comb it back down. Look at that. Now look at his head. Isn't that nice? Nice shape and everything. Look at that, right? So now I'm gonna go down to the thing is, even though the top of his head looks nice now, look at that. So I just got to shape that up now. But now he looks like a big bell, right? So here's what I'm going to do. Here's what we're going to do. So now we get that. So it's not like the Bichon cut. Remember the Bichon? I used the ear and just, you know, use like scissors as if it was part of the head. With them, since I'm doing a round puppy cut, now you have a separate ear. So, and then here, just go down against the grain. And this is just to set the length nice and fast for you, because I'm still gonna do the scissors and, you know, shape it up, make it a nice round circle. But this just is a nice shortcut. And it gets the length set for you really nicely. Now again, if you're gonna do a Bichon head and you're gonna scissor it all into a nice snowball, I wouldn't recommend doing this. You want to comb everything and scissor it with the scissors. But if you're doing like a short puppy cut, or like a summer cut, whatever you want to call it, the terms. But if you're doing a short little fuzzy cut where you're leaving some hair and you want to do a little round face, this is a nice little easy way to do that. And then you go down here, like that. See that? So now, check that out. Comet. See that? See how I got a nice little shape already now? So now I just got to trim in between the eyes. His visor is pretty much already nice and set. The back of his head is already pretty much nice and blended right there. So I just got to, you know, kind of soften that right there. Right? Look at that. On the bottom, see that? Look at that shape. You know, it's pretty much nice and rounded. Just get some thinners and soften that round face up. And there you go. Easy peasy, right? Lemon squeezy. Nice and easy. There we go. So now that everything is clipped, I've clipped his body, clipped his legs, clipped his head. Now I'm going to do the scissoring. And because, you know, without scissors, you're never really going to get a really nice finish. Sorry, I got a little notification there. So here we go. My main two scissors on any dog that I groom really are going to be my curves and my thinners. And I'm going to start with my... And where's my comb? There we go. So really, if I have a comb, a metal comb, my thinners and my curve shears, I could pretty much groom any dog there is, I think, I believe. There's the challenge. I put it out there. Maybe somebody can call me out on it, give me a dog that, you know, I don't know. Like, can you groom this standard poodle just using those 3 tools? I bet I could. You know, it would take me a while. Give me some time. Give me enough time, and I bet I could. But anyways, not to brag, you know, because I've already done enough of that. Okay, so there we go. All right, so here's what I do. I always start in between the eyes. So here we go. Oh, what am I? Before I touch, I do my nose. I gotta sanitize my hands. You know what I'm saying? That coronavirus is getting real. Do you ever use chunkers? Yes. So I have my chunkers cleaned and ready to go on the side there. So these are chunkers, right? Blenders or chunkers. And these are thinners. You can tell the difference there. Okay, but these you gotta be careful because they actually cut. You're gonna see lines, cut lines. These you won't. Okay, so here we go. Thank you, buddy. Look at him. Such a nice model. Okay. Oh man, my stuff is in the way. Let me just kick my stuff out of the way. There we go. That's what I do. I just kick stuff out of the way because I'm Asian, you know, Kung Fu. Anyways, here we go. Alrighty. There we go. So I'm gonna just comb all this up, right? And here's the cool thing about the scissor flip. Because I have the scissor tucked here, right? There's no danger of him poking him or anything like that. And I have the comb in my hand. Then I can just slide my comb right here, right? Like so that my pinky holds it. So I can comb up, slide my comb there, and then I got it right there. Isn't that cool? So I feel like ever since I learned this scissor flip technique in the human hairstylist world, I'm like, wow, I feel so cool. See that? I just feel like, wow, now I'm a professional. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't before. But then until I started flipping my scissors around, now I feel like, a real professional Texas gunslinger, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, so comb that up, and then I just put straight across like that. Now we can see that eye. See that? There we go. So if he looks this way, look this way. See that? This way, buddy. Now you can see that eye. See that? So beautiful, right? Okay, so same thing. So I'm gonna flip it in. Do like that, right? Tuck the comb right there. Flip the scissors back out. And there we go. Oh my goodness. And I blow it like that. I feel like Doc Holliday or something, on Tombstone. Oh my goodness. Like that. Oh, I'll be your Huckleberry. And shoot. So it just excites me. I don't know why. So here we go. I just feel so cool when I do that, Oh my goodness, lately I've been feeling so cool. Top to the bottom, just cool. Every little thing that I do. Damn it, I'm feeling so cool, cool, cool. Yeah. Woke up feeling like a new James Dean. Comb my hair like an old school scene. When I grow up, I want to be just like you. All right. Enough playing around. So there's his eyes. See that? So see before, right here, look over here, buddy. Before we couldn't see his eyes. Now, when you look at him, you can see his eyes. You can see his personality, kind of, right? So beautiful. Doesn't that make such a huge difference? Just being able to see his eyes, it makes a huge difference. I actually read somewhere that that's the importance of getting dogs groomed, especially at the rescue shelters, because when people can't see the dog's eyes, they tend to feel a little scared of the dog because they're not sure if the dog's aggressive or not. But when they can see the dog's eyes, they said that increases their chances of getting adopted by 60%. Isn't that crazy? Just by whether or not they can see the dog's eyes, increases the chances of getting adopted by 60%. So anyways, now once I got the center of the eyes cleared out, now I'm gonna comb forward, right? Tuck the comb right there, so now I got it right there. Flip that shears back over like that, so I'm gonna hold it. Anyways, like that. And this is not some new technique that I came up with. This is, called palming the shears. There's the scissor flip technique. You can search it on YouTube. And there's a few really good hairstylist guys and they're sexy too, that show you how to do it. And that's how I learned it. I watched a couple different guys do it because they all explain it a little bit differently. But it's all the same. Same idea, same concept, technique. I haven't seen any dog groomers using it except me. So I was like, wow, maybe I could be the first. Anyways, I think I am the first. There we go. And now it's just like second nature. At first it was a little bit difficult because I was like, had to remind myself to do it because I wasn't used to it. But now it's like, I kind of flip the shears without even thinking about it sometimes. And I'm like, oh no, I need it. So I'll flip it back out. Okay. So now, I'm just shaping the head. And it's a little bit difficult because, he's not really standing straight. And he likes to lean into wherever you're holding, which is normal. They like to lean into the pressure. Go. That shape nice and round. There we go. And then I'm going to do the ears. So now that I got the visor here on the top of his head, man, he is not cooperative. Set. Now I'm going to do the ears. So here I do that. I start from the bottom of the ear, so I flip the ear up, right? And then here's straighten that up too right there. So it's nice and straight line. And then from here, I like to do the bottom and just kind of neaten it up. Can you see that? Right. And then come around from the other side. Just get the tips nice and straight. Okay. See, and now it's kind of level with the head. And just scissor that nice shape. There we go. And then I can also go through with the blenders and thinners and just kind of soften that up a little bit better. Make it nice and round. There we go. See that? Nice and round ear right there. Okay. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. Now I'm going to do the other side. So see how if you look at it straight on, you can see that the two ears are kind of lopsided. This side is longer. See that? So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Maybe I'll move it here so you can see it. Alrighty. So I'm going to comb that down, right? And then this I'm just going to set it there. But still, bam! And then there we go. Look at that. So then, because when you get the back side here and you trim that nice, then when you put it down and you come over here, it kind of already starts your line for you. See that? And so then you kind of have your line set for you right there, and you can take that line and just go straight forward. See that? There we go. Make it nice and round. There we go. And kind of level with the chin. There we go. And then the front of the ear is a little tricky. So I accidentally made a dent in the ear. So you want it to still look full and round up front. Like that. Alright, so now both sides are even. See that? Now what I like to do is OCD out a little bit right here. I'm just kidding, just because I see it. Okay, so now what I like to do is round the muzzle out. So we got the head round, the top of the head is round, the ears are round. So now I'm going to round out the muzzle. And once the muzzle is round, and the top of the head's round, and everything else is round, we're going to have a nice little round head. That's short, but it doesn't look short. There we go. Shoot, maybe I should bottle my moves, sell them for $1 or $2. 'Cause damn it, I'm feeling so cool, cool, cool. Yeah. Okay. So I comb all this out forward, right? Like that. And then just snip it straight. And that way, when I comb it back, it's going to look very nice and neat. There we go. Oh man, look at that. So let me show you what I'm seeing here. So you can see my view. Oh my goodness, Comet, look at me. Okay, so there's a little hair right there that's a little bit long, but doesn't it look nice? Nice and round. Oh man. Okay. So once we get that head nice and round and set, and then we round the feet, he's pretty much done. I'll show you. We're right there at the finish line. We're pretty much done with this. Okay. Oh wow. Got some comments coming in. Awesome. The validation that I need. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. I was about to question my existence, you know, the meaning of my life. If nobody's commenting and giving me any kind of validation, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly without the likes, right? My life is meaningless. Anyways. Okay, wow. Okay, York is a girl. Okay, alrighty. Helen, who needs TV when you have June on live? Ooh, and no commercials, right? Evening glass of wine. Oh, nice, because Helen's in Scotland. Yeah, nice. Dog is looking beautiful. Thank you. Oh my goodness, Helen. I have no idea, but there's paws are so small and their hair is so fine. Uh-huh, yeah, the yellow Yorkies. Helen says, I've been grooming a Yorkie for some years now, and he refuses to stand. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, you know, I just work with them. Unless I need them to stand, I don't mind. Buffy says, well, it makes me feel slightly okay. Yeah, I personally don't like shaving. Your fans are giving you advice. Yeah, Buffy, look at that. See, shoot, you know you made it when you don't even have to address the questions or comments coming in. You know, your fans just take care of it for you. Shoot. I don't even know why I'm on this record. I'm gonna let my. Anyways, great job. Hello. Whoa, what's up, Grease? Wow. Right here where I see that the hair is a little long. That's why I love thinners, because you could just go in there and kind of, you know, go at it a little aggressively, but you're not gonna leave lines. In fact, it erases. See that? And then you blow it, and then you do it like that, and then you tuck it in right here somewhere. And you're like, shoot, man, who's gonna mess with me? Who's gonna mess with this? You know, you just act crazy enough, and people will be like, that is a psychotic, you know, that is a psychotic guy. You don't want to mess with him. So they stay away. Anyways, so here it is. Wow, look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow. Oh my goodness, look at his head. Come here, look at this. Look over here, Comet. Look over here. What's this? Over here, buddy. You are like the worst model. Over here. Look right here. Never mind. When you look as good as he does, you know what I'm saying? You have to look anywhere. You don't have to. Look at that head. Maybe you can see it better. Oh, look at this. Oh my God, he looks so good. Anyways, okay. Oh, man. I have reached the height of narcissism, I believe. Like, I don't know if it was prudent for me to show how much I freak out over my own work like that. That was a good idea for me to show that live on camera. Holy cow. I have reached like the pinnacle, the height. I'm a narcissist. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? That's kidding. Alrighty. He is looking amazing, isn't he? Oh my God, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed with myself. Okay, so here's what I do with the feet. Comb everything out, and then I start at the bottom and trim everything as close to the foot as possible. I want the foot to stay clean for a long time and, you know, be functional. So that way it's as short as possible and it'll take longer to grow out. So then after I get the bottom trimmed up like that as close as possible, then I hold one paw so it keeps the paw down. And he's been chewing at his paws, as you can see, so there's a little hair missing. But I'm going to do my best to try to hide that and just try to make it nice and round. Alright. There we go. And then here I can just kind of shape it like that. There we go. Shape this side like that. Okay. Now here, so I like to work my bottom up. So once I do the feet, bottom of the feet, then I can see, you know, little hair sticking out. Look at them leaning into me. Okay. So you can see these little hairs sticking out, and then you can just snip them off, make it nice and smooth. See, that's why I say that it really does require scissor finish to get a nice smooth cut. Because no matter how careful you are, you're always going to get like these little bumps, you know, of hair that stick out. So there we go. And I'm gonna go get here nice and tight. So it makes a nice line here on the bottom. All right. There we go. Now for the back foot. The back feet look the front feet. Because when he runs, that's probably what gets wet the most, you know. So same thing on the back feet. I'm gonna cut the hair as close to the pads as possible, which is why working on your scissor control is so important, because I have earlier in my career snipped these paw pads, and knock on wood, it's been a long time since I've done that. But you really want to work on your scissor control. That way, you know, you don't make any accidental cuts that causes bleeding. So I'm gonna move her on over this side here. So you just wanna trim it nice and round. There we go. Okay. There we go. So you give a nice shape to that leg. There we go. And then on the back as well, we want to mirror that same shape. So on the front, we went in like this, right? This angle here. So on the back, we want to mirror that angle. So that way we give that leg a really nice shape. So that even when he's standing still, he looks like he's ready for action, you know? Like he's built to run. Angles of his body, see that? So now, okay. There we go. Now, okay. Oh, nice. I see that little bump there. Okay. So now I'm going to comb this. Same thing. And that's why, you know, even though I say that I try to make myself, you know, not clip so much, because I did do a good job doing the clipper work, you know, there's not a lot of hair that sticks out. It's all pretty much even now. So there's not a lot of scissor work left. So that's the thing, is like each step prepares you for the next. So you want to do good on each step. So that's why when I'm combing the dog in the beginning, when they first get on the table, and the comb just won't budge sometimes, and you just think to yourself, oh my God, I've been for a long day. And, you know, even though it just, that part is tedious and laborious and boring sometimes, and I don't like it either sometimes, you know, I'm not in the mood either, but the reason why it's so important to do it and to do it well, and which is the bath. And then once you get a really nice bath and the dog is really nice and the hair's clean, it dries well, it feels so nice. Now I'm set up for a nice haircut, you know, because it's going to dry well. So then once I set myself up for a nice haircut, you know, then if I can execute, as long as I can execute and deliver on my promise to my clients, then for the next few weeks, because it's built on a solid foundation, you know, from good solid prep work before the bath and thorough detail oriented work, you know, during the bath, after, like, because each step was taken seriously and not neglected. I didn't look to cut corners. I did take a shortcut on the top of his head, but that's just, you know, it doesn't really affect his hygiene, you know. That was just more cosmetic. So I'm okay with taking a shortcut on that because it's not really affecting his health. He doesn't really care exactly how his head looks. So I'm okay with that, but looking to do the right thing. What does this dog need, you know, and provide that. So if the dog needs a little extra care and time, a little extra attention, you know, whatever it is, either because of behavioral issues or whatever, skin issues, You know, I give the dog what it needs, no matter what. Even if I feel like it's going to cost me my job. I remember one of my clients, she was telling me don't use conditioner. And now I'm much better at just saying like, no, I can't do that and explain why. But before, especially when I was starting my business, I was too scared to say anything. So I was like, okay, help dogs that are having skin issues. So I would use the prescription shampoo, then use the conditioner anyways. And I remember one time my conscience got to me and it was just bugging me too much. So I told her I finally came clean. And that's it. I was like, I've been using conditioner. I was like, I know you told me not to because her skin's so sensitive. And, you know, I was like, but I knew it was going to help. And I kind of explained why. And I was like, you know, so I guess, you know, I just wanted to let you know that, you know, I've been doing what you told me not to do, but only because I really believe it's the best thing for your dog. And I told her like, you know, I'm ready to pack up. You know, I fully expected to be fired. I was like, because that's before I told her, I just kind of prepared myself for the worst case scenario. And I told myself, you know, she'll probably be upset that I lied to her and I didn't want me to come back and groom her dog anymore. She doesn't trust me anymore, you know, because I lied. So I was fully prepared for that. And after I told her that I've been lying to her and I've been using conditioner on her dog, I told her, you know, so I guess I'll start packing now. You know, I was like, it really was, you know, a pleasure doing business with you. And she was like, no, what are you talking about? And she was like, no way. She was like, if anything, I appreciate you doing what you believe is. And that's when she talked to her vet and got a prescription conditioner to go with the prescription shampoo. Which is my big beef with vets too. It's like, dude, vets, you ought to know this. You know, when you're prescribing shampoos to your clients, you know, why aren't you prescribing conditioner to go with it? You know, maybe it's because they figure the owners won't really gonna use conditioner. You know, let's just have them buy the shampoo. I don't know, but it's like the conditioners. If you're gonna skip one or the other, you should skip shampoo, not conditioner. You know, it's not good to skip either, but you know, the conditioner is what protects and seals the skin and the hair. So anyways, so here he is so far before the little touch-up that I'm going to do with the thinners. Show you here. Comet, you look so nice. Oh my goodness. You look so handsome. Look at his round little muzzle, round little ears, round little feet, even though they're brown there, you know. Can you stand up, buddy? Okay. See that? So now I'm going to go through with thinners and just kind of make that a little bit nice and softer, soft and round, the feet. Look at that. Oh, man. So let's do that. So you see how he looks now? Pretty nice, pretty good. But still, not that salon quality finish that you would expect, you know, from, you know, like a hand scissor expert, you know, someone who, I don't know, someone who brags about how good they are with scissors and stuff, like I do. You would expect a little bit cleaner finish, right? So would I. So that's what we're gonna do now. I'm just gonna go through and just smooth everything out. There we go. There we go. There we go. So even though I'm not taking off a lot, it's still enough to soften up those lines, right? Look at that. There we go. Oh man, that looks nice. Okay, so can you stand up, buddy? There we go. Like right there. See that? I don't know if you can see that from that angle, but I can see some hair sticking out right there. So we just trim that down. So now there's no hair sticking out. And it's kind of like a little optical illusion, you know, just by trimming off those little hairs that kind of stick out. It just makes everything look so nice and round and smooth. There we go. There you are. Nice, look at this. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do the other side. All right, buddy. Oh man, looks so good. Nice and blended there. Look at that. Nice. And being able to do work that I'm proud of every day, I don't know, it just makes me feel so good. I feel like, wow, you know, my talents and my skills are being used up each day. You know, I feel useful and helpful. I feel so lucky that this is what I get to do. All right. Comet, you are looking so nice, buddy. There is none like you. No one else can touch my heart like, and I can search for all eternity long and find there's none like you. Oh man, oh my goodness. Comet, you look so nice, buddy. There you go. Oh man. And he asked me, do I look alright? And I say yes, you look wonderful tonight. Wow. Wow, look at this. Oh my goodness. You look so nice. Look at those brown feet. Let me show you from this angle here. Isn't that nice? Wow. Okay. Wow. I feel wonderful. I'm just kidding. Shoot, before I get carried away. Oh my goodness. So beautiful. All right. Well, thanks for oh man. Let me get to these questions here. What a face on that dog, Judy. Yeah, thank you for specifying. You know, I would have taken that. He looks like he's so proud of himself. Yeah, as he should be. Yeah, doesn't he? Oh my goodness, you are so handsome, buddy. Oh my goodness. Coton de Tulliar, what a great ambassador you are for the breed. Buffy, huh? Helen says, stunning, awesome. Shiro, no problem. Dog grooming is somewhat of a mystery, lol. I'm passing advice I've gotten. You were smart to go gentle with the 30 and 40. Yeah, for me, I never would use 30 or 40 on a dog's skin. Anyways, that's just me, though. Man, he looks Snow White. Yeah, right? Oh my goodness. He looks so good. Wow. So anyways, yeah, you know, I did that. It was on me. Did you see that? I don't know if you anyways, people are like dropping off this live stream. I always say God created the masterpiece. I just try not to mess it up, you know? God created this masterpiece and my job is just to not mess it up. 30-40 was on pads. Okay, perfect. Snow, yes. Buffy, yeah, 38-40 on pads. Yeah, I can understand that. Awesome, guys. Hopefully this was helpful. You know, if not, maybe next time I'll be a little bit better. See you guys. Bye, Comet. Say bye.